From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Thursday, March 26, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. A longtime swim coach at Hazleton Area High School has been suspended with pay while police continue to investigate claims that she had an inappropriate relationship with a 16-year-old female student. School district police have obtained copies of photos and text messages and phone calls which were allegedly exchanged for more than a year between the teenager and Michelle Yakubowski. Yakubowski has been a swim coach with the school district for nearly 30 years and a teacher in the district for 10. Yakubowski also coaches water polo and has since 2011. Police are investigating whether or not the alleged communications with the 16-year-old girl are inappropriate. No charges have been filed. Luzerne County District Attorney Stephanie Salavantes told WYLN this afternoon that 2 detectives from her office have been assigned to investigate in this case. State police in Hazleton have released details on the garbage truck accident on Interstate 81 southbound that happened on Tuesday. According to police, as the garbage truck was merging onto Interstate 81 southbound, it clipped the left rear side of a truck who was traveling on the interstate. After impact, the driver of the garbage truck hit its brake and the cab became dislodged, causing it to flip forward. Police say the truck then struck the passenger who had been ejected from the garbage truck and dragged him down the road 41 feet. The garbage truck then went off the road and into the guardrail before coming to a stop. The passenger, whose name has not been released, that was ejected is in critical condition at Geisinger, Wyoming Valley Geisinger Medical Center in Danville. An Anacoke man told Wilkes-Barre police that he had been robbed by 2 men at gunpoint at Sherman Hills while he was there to buy marijuana. According to police, 28-year-old Joshua Pampas called Luzerne County 911 on Sunday to report the incident. Police say Pampas gave 2 men $100 for marijuana, but they never returned. He was charged with possession of drug paraphernalia and false reports to law enforcement. The Wilkes-Barre Area School District Administrator, who was sentenced to 6 to 23 months behind bars for having a sexual relationship with a 16-year-old student, was fired by the school board unanimously. When the district learned of Stephen Stahl's pending arrest, he was suspended without pay. Stahl was the dean of students at Coughlin High School and a wrestling coach. In January, a jury convicted him of having the sexual relationship when he was a 37-year-old teacher in the district. Stahl will begin serving his jail sentence on Monday, March 30th. During a test of Knobel's newest steel roller coaster, Impulse, a worker was injured. No official word as to how the worker was injured. He was taken to the hospital immediately after being injured and was talking when he left. For the time being, testing of Impulse has been shut down. An annual job fair was held today to help both job seekers and employers find the right fit. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has the story.
The Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce held its 19th annual job fair today at Genetti's in Hazel Township. Around 62 businesses participated in the event. Vendors included industrial and service businesses, educational and job training institutions, and military services and employment agencies. Several hundred job seekers visited the fair. Leanne Falabelle says that this is an important tool for business and job growth in our community.
Chamber of Commerce is here to serve the business community, so this is just one of the many ways that we help to serve our chamber member businesses, is to provide them this forum where they have the opportunity to look for employees in the greater Hazleton area, and we just hope that this is another benefit for our chamber member businesses and businesses throughout greater Hazleton.
WYLN spoke with some of the vendors on hand, including Weatherwood Nursing Home and Rehab in Carbon County. They are looking for people to help staff their 200-bed facility.
Today we're here at the job fair looking for RNs, LPNs, and CNAs. We have different shifts available, and we are also looking for other positions throughout the building, such as housekeeping, laundry, and dietary. We've had several come by and ask questions, and some are right for the job, some not what they're looking for. But it's been a decent response today, and so I would say so far we've been successful.
PSI is a manufacturer of corrugated boxes. The company is currently looking for machine operators and CDL truck drivers.
We're currently putting on a full second shift. So we've had quite a few people that are machine operators that are interested in some of the positions we have available at our facility.
Students from the Hazleton area high schools and local colleges and universities are also encouraged to attend. For more information on upcoming events, you can visit hazeltonchamber.org. In Hazel Township for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
WYLN is proud to announce that we have scheduled 2 live Hazleton mayoral debates. We here at WYLN have taken the lead to bring you the most information possible when it comes to the 2015 May primary election. Republican incumbent Mayor Joey Nuzzi faces off against Hazleton City Councilman Jeff Cassat during the Republican mayoral debate, airing live at 7 to 8 p.m. Monday, April 27th. Then Democrat Hazleton City Councilman Jack Mundy faces off against Grace Kuzo during the Democratic mayoral debate, airing live 7 to 8 p.m. Wednesday, April 29th. Both debates will rebroadcast several times here on WYLN. A post-debate analysis show will air live at 8 p.m. on April 27th and April 29th. WYLN's Tiffany Cloud will moderate the debates, and candidates will be asked questions by WYLN's lead reporter Gary Perna, along with David Yonkai of the LULAC Political Letter. Again, the debates are set for Monday, April 27th and April 29th at 7 p.m. here and only here on WYLN. Time now for a first look at our forecast. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk is in the Weather Center with all the details. Joe, it may seem a little warmer outside today. However, the rain just kept falling, and it feels like it's going to start happening all over again. What can we expect weather-wise this weekend?
Well, we have some heavier rain that's going to start to move through as we head into this evening. Some areas of fog out there on the interstates. You can see Interstate 81 at Route 93 and even Interstate 80 at Route 309. Looking in the background, you can see some of the areas of fog that's forming. And again, we're getting a little bit of a break from the rain, but look out toward the west. Some heavier rain and some downpours, even the chance of a couple of thunderstorms. Those are heading in our direction with a frontal boundary. You can clearly see the colder air on the move. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s ahead of the boundary. Temperatures in the 50s and even some 60s. Temperatures right now pretty nice out there. 48 in New Angola, 56 in Berwick, 56 in Bloomsburg, 55 in Monomoy City, and 56 degrees in Danville. But those temperatures are going to very quickly tumble. I'll let you know when and what we can expect the rest of this week coming up in just a few.
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, we hear from middle school students at Monomoy Area School District who placed in a county-wide competition. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk will be back with a full look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News, Greater Hazleton's only local news broadcast with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Kristen Bazinski, weather with Joe Garbaczyk, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
Welcome to Fairway Chevrolet, Pennsylvania's #1 truck dealer. From the longest-lasting, most dependable full-size pickup, the tough all-new Silverado, to the rugged 3500 Chevy dump truck, Fairway has your truck. Drive home in a brand new Chevy Silverado during Fairway Chevrolet's Truck Month, starting at $19,995 or $246 per month. Hey, no one beats a Fairway deal. Make no mistake about it, Fairway Chevrolet is Pennsylvania's #1 truck dealer.
Hey kids, I'm home.
Dad, it's cold in here.
Oh, it's not cold in here, it's warm in here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna turn this down because I gotta save money for tax preparation.
Honest Abe's, your tax partner, giving free advice year-round. 310 South Church Street in Hazleton. Call them at 570-861-8297. Don't stress, pay less.
Penn State is right here in the Hazleton area.
We're top ranked by corporate recruiters.
We have 4-year degrees, so you can finish here or at another Penn State campus.
There's new scholarship money available.
And there's no application fee when you visit here.
Penn State Hazleton.
Download your application fee waiver at psu.edu/visit-hazleton.
Tonight, our Gary Perna heads back to Monomoy area to talk with middle school students that placed in the Connect contest a few weeks ago.
Wednesday night, WYLN told you about elementary students at the Mahanoy Area School District that placed first in the Connects contest. Today, we talk with middle school students that placed first and second in their age groups. The group that placed first built a car that carried the ball 4 feet.
I'd say it was based around the spinning cage in the middle of it. It was meant to be more of an eye attractor than anything else.
Hunter's teammate Lois Johnson said when they won, she couldn't believe it.
I was speechless. It was awesome to know that all the hard work we've done, it just paid off all in the end.
Their coach for the event, Alex Tucker, said the students truly worked hard and did a great job.
Their design, they really liked the idea of gears and the cage that the ball rotated within. So they kind of took that idea and they ran with it. They learned about gears and gear ratios and how using a larger gear on the motor, smaller gear on the cage allowed it to spin faster and give it sort of an illusion like the motor's running in a car or an airplane, as they really liked that idea.
It was all girl power for the second team. The team of 4 girls came up with the idea to use a crane to drop the ball onto a track to move it.
Well, we wanted to try to make the ball cross the track. So we had to try to figure out what types of things to use, and we had to tinker around. We got into a few arguments, and then we got with each other and fixed the problem we had with our string, and then our crane started to work.
Well, the crane was the best, and then the track.
Okay. And talk about it, how much fun you had putting this together and working with your team.
Well, I had so much fun with my team.
We didn't want to do a car because it was really hard, and the crane was like a different idea that we liked, so we just did it.
Well, I thought it's very amazing how they did it and I did. Well, when I started it, I felt like we were going to win, but when we got there, I was feeling that we weren't going to win, but we did.
Their coach, Paula Dietrich, said the competition was a perfect fit for their after-school program that the students were involved in.
The curriculum in our after-school program leans right into STEAM, which is science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. So this competition was great for them to practice all the skills that we tried to teach them in the after-school program, and they got to work in teams and design and engineer everything and come up with a solution to the problem.
The students that put these connects together and placed in the competition will be honored tonight at the Mahanoy Area School Board meeting. The teachers and the students that took part in this were really excited to be part of it and had a blast at the Schuylkill IU. In Mahanoy Township, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with another look at our forecast.
Thinking of improving your home? Come to Kissinger's Floor and Wall, 101 West Front Street in Berwick, for all your decorating needs. Start with the floor. Kissinger's has all kinds of floor covering, from carpet to ceramic tile. Take the walls. Kissinger has a wide selection of Devo and Glidden paint and a large selection of wallpaper. And don't forget the windows. Kissinger has Hunter Douglas, Kirsch, Comfortex, and more. So for every inch of your home, shop Kissinger's Decorating Center. Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau website at tourinapa.com for the listings of the many events you will find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals, hill climbs, tomato and kielbasa festivals, you will find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in PA website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. Luzerne County, you'll find it right here in Northeast PA.
Life has its twists and turns. It can take many different shapes. But a good retirement plan changes with your life. And as we talk about what you're putting away and how much you'll need to retire, what was uncertain becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Very mild out in the outside of our WYLN viewing area, you know, it's pretty nice. Temperatures in the 50s, some areas near 60 degrees, but out toward the west, those temperatures are dropping like a rock. We do have some fog here on the hilltop and mountains, some of it quite dense. And we got some heavy rain, even some storms, thunderstorms, just out toward the west. Here's a look at the map for today. And we got a surge of some warmer air that made its way into northeastern and central Pennsylvania. It felt pretty good temperature-wise today. But again, that's not going to last that much longer because we do have a front out toward the west that's going to make its way toward the east. And that, of course, is going to bring those temperatures down. Well, first time this year since last year, I bring out the lightning strikes on our regional radar. We put it in motion the past 6 hours, and yeah, notice a couple of cloud-to-ground lightning bolts down there in Montour County, right through here, where you see some of those heavier bands of rain coming through and some thunderstorms. This is what's going to change our air mass as it makes its way toward the east. But before that, mild weather still continues. We're at 52 degrees. Our live Lehigh tire conditions outside our television station in Hazleton. So 52 being the high, 34 being the low. Close to where we should be for this time of year. 78, make it 76 and 8, the record high and low. And they still stand. Notice those change in air temperatures. 66 now in Philadelphia, 54 Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 45 in Williamsport, 43 in State College. And it's only in the 30s as you head toward Bradford and Erie. Up in the Wyoming Valley area, from Nanticoke through Wilkes-Barre, Kingston, and Lehman, temperatures generally holding in the 50s to near 60 degrees. Here's a look at the satellite and radar. You can clearly see where the colder air is. Mixture of precipitation, even some snow, parts of northwestern PA as those temperatures plummet. And you see the leading edge of some of the heavier rain and some thunderstorms now. Pretty good line starting to form over the last couple of frames, right in through there. Yeah, that's some thunderstorms, some torrential downpours, some cloud-to-ground lightning, definitely not out of the question with that. Some of that making its way toward the east, so we're going to be looking at some downpours across our area. And then that's going to bring in some colder air as we go into tomorrow and even as we start going into our Saturday. Look at these numbers as they drop as we go through tonight. And then as we go into tomorrow, and not nearly as warm as what we saw today, but that won't be bad as compared to our Saturday, because look at early Saturday morning. We will be in the 20s, so some cold air on the move. We're going to have to deal with it across northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Maybe a couple of flurries, snow shower or two around, winter-like as we head into this weekend with that big dip in the jet stream, but some milder Pacific air will start to prevail as we start going into next week. So something I think we all can look forward to. Here's a look at the extended forecast. As we go into tomorrow, we're looking at about 38 degrees, only 27 as we go into our Saturday, 37 for Sunday, up into the 40s Monday and Tuesday, maybe some showers around, and then by the middle part, any part of next week, we should get into the upper 40s, if not in the lower 50s. Our daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers: a pick 2, 29, a pick 3, 634, and a pick 4, 3807. We'll continue to have more for you coming up after this break.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational, speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
Hello, I'm Paul Esposito Jr. from Victoria's Candies. My family has been serving the Hazleton and surrounding area since 1934. Our secret family recipes and time-tested techniques of making fine candy have made Victoria's Candies your choice for nearly 4 generations. We specialize in Easter baskets and hollow-filled eggs, and we make our own chocolate molds, like the Easter Bunny, the Last Supper, the Cross, an iPod, a cell phone, or a guitar, just to name a few. Shop where the Easter Bunny shops, Victoria's Candies.
breaking news coming into the WYLN newsroom. Fire crews from Schuylkill and Luzerne counties are on location of a working house fire in the village of Oneida. WYLN does have a crew on its way, and we will have the latest coming up on Late Edition at 10 p.m. A special dinner set for this weekend will help raise money for a local church in Black Creek Township. WYLN stopped by the Black Creek United Methodist Church as volunteers were hard at work preparing the meal. Many volunteers packed the kitchen of the Black Creek United Methodist Church, dicing up dandelions for its ham and dandelion dinner. The dinner will be held this Saturday, March 28th from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the church in Black Creek Township. Volunteers tell us that they have been preparing the meal all week long. Over 60 pounds of bacon for bacon dressing was cooked on Monday. Today they were dicing up the dandelions, and tomorrow they cut the potatoes. Virginia Shank is a volunteer with the church helping to dice the dandelions.
My husband's name was Carson, and another name by Charles Troy started this dinner because they said ham and dandelion at this time of the year was a wonderful fundraising adventure. So we started with making the homemade bacon dressing and serving the dinner here at the church.
The 14 boxes of dandelions are purchased from a local grocery store. June Seeley, another volunteer, says they will serve several other types of food during the dinner.
We serve not only, of course, the dandelion, we also serve ham, boiled potatoes, and gravy for the potatoes if you don't want to use the dandelion dressing. We have carrots and applesauce, and of course tea, coffee, lots of desserts. We have a lot of people involved in all of our activities here at the church, which we are thankful for. It's good to be involved.
For Wayne Seeley, June's husband, he and his wife love coming to help out the church any way they can.
My wife and I just thoroughly love this church. We've never been a church that has been so harmonious with all of the members. It's just a great feeling to come here, and you can tell once you're around the people here that it's a great group of people.
Again, the ham and dandelion dinner will be held this Saturday, March 28th from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Black Creek United Methodist Church in Black Creek Township. Tickets for the dinner are just $10 per person. Coming up next, Eric DeVerdinas is in with sports here on WYLN. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will have one final look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
At Cuck's Turkey Farm, we are family-owned and operated for over 45 years, and we consistently strive to produce premium poultry. We offer the finest all-natural country poultry, antibiotic-free, all-vegetarian fed with superior white meat yield and exceptional flavor. So we invite you to experience the unique natural taste of our poultry for your enjoyment and your health. Give us a call or stop in today.
Well, I'll never forget it. 1 minute, we were talking about going to the movies, and the next, Maggie could barely speak. It was a stroke. I thought I was going to lose her. But I never saw doctors work so fast. Anyway, she's coming home tomorrow. I just hope she doesn't yell at me for killing all the plants.
Transactions are an everyday occurrence. Promotions and demotions between leagues are a constant. But at 30 years old and firmly supplanted in his role with the Baby Pens, Tom Kostopoulos has proven to be an everyday constant for Wilkes-Barre Scranton.
TK is another one of those guys like Ebbett. I mean, when you look at his professionalism, you know, they're real talented guys, but it's just that they're everyday guys. Every day they come to practice, they're working to get better, and they do good things. They push other players. They make other players better, and he's another reason. He's been our captain here for 2 years. He's a significant impact on the team. But the thing that makes a guy like him special is it's not just his locker room leadership, and he's an older guy and veteran presence. That's a lot more powerful when you see what he does on the ice, and he's a real impact player for us and plays in all key situations.
Kostopoulos has played in a team-high 62 games and is tied for the Penguins' lead in points with 40. The Penguins are currently second in the Eastern Division standings and fourth in the Eastern Conference. We now take a look at tonight's basketball games in the Sweet 16. Number 1 Kentucky facing 5th seeded West Virginia. Kentucky favored by 13 points. And the 7th seed Wichita State is favored over Notre Dame, even though they're the higher seed. And in the West Regional, Wisconsin hosting North Carolina. Wilkes grad Bo Ryan leading his Badgers against the Tar Heels. And Arizona taking on Xavier in a case of pupil versus mentor. Arizona coach Sean Miller used to coach Xavier. Stay tuned. Coming up, Joe Garbacic will have a final look at the forecast.
I'm good. Athletes try talking themselves out of being hurt.
I'm good.
Working past the pain because they want to keep on playing.
Okay. I'm good.
Coordinated Health understands. As the #1 sports medicine team in the region, we get these champions back in the game with pro-level care.
Yeah, I'm good.
Because we make you better together.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
Your home should be filled with the ingredients that most inspire you. And let relaxed sophistication fill the air and the walls around it. Find beautiful cabinetry, finishes, and details that capture your personal style. Craft-made. It becomes you.
Call, click, or visit your local Craft-Made dealer today.
Well, we got some big changes to talk about in our forecast. We've been dealing with those mild temperatures today. Boy, 50s to near 60 degrees. We're officially in spring. Definitely feeling like it. Not going to last much longer, and here's the reason why. Boy, look at this good squall line developing just to the west of the Harrisburg area. Right in through here, these deep shades of red and orange indicating some very heavy rain in a short amount of time period. Some cloud-to-ground lightning, even some of those higher wind bursts, if you will. And that's still out toward the west. Still getting its act together, and again, that's making its way toward the east, and that's going to be associated with eventually a cold front that's going to come through. And speaking of the cold front, once all this makes its way into our area behind it, look at these colors here. You got the pinks, you got the blues, a mixture of precipitation, some snow. That's an indication of where that colder air is, and those temperatures are going to swing downward after that front comes through. But before that, you know what? It'll be okay temperature-wise, but after that, look at these temperatures. Have they dropped out in western Pennsylvania significantly? It's only 36 now in Bradford, 34 degrees in Erie, 40 degrees in Du Bois, and how about Williamsport? Still in the upper 40s, ahead of all of that precip, it's in the 50s. How about Philadelphia at 66? If you think that's great, Harrisburg is even greater. It's coming in with 71 degrees. Pretty impressive, but we know in March anything can happen across our region. So all of this swings through, the front swings through with it, and as it does, it brings in some much colder air as we start going into tomorrow and especially this weekend. Saturday, boy, you know what? We may not even be getting out of the 20s for daytime highs, especially here in the higher elevations, and it's just going to make a return to some winter-like weather, if you will, specifically temperatures. But then next week, indications are by the middle part, any part of next week, it's going to start to warm up a little bit across our area, so it's something I think we all can look forward to, but this is very typical of March, that big dip in the jet stream, unseasonably cold temperatures for this weekend. Here's a look at the extended forecast, and it's looking like this. Much different tomorrow than it was today. Only in the 30s. Only in the 20s for Saturday. A few flurries. Maybe a snow shower around. Can't rule that out. Sunday, 37 degrees, and then we're up into the 40s. Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, and then maybe back up into the 50s. By late next week.
All right, well, if anybody has any plans this weekend, at least the rain will hold off until Monday, but nobody really
It'll be
likes starting
cold, but we'll deal with it.
Nobody likes starting off a work week with rain. So.
But dry.
Dry. I'll take the weekend for dry. That's fine. All right. Well,
I'll take today's temperatures.
it wasn't too bad today. I'll take that again. Although I thought it was going to pour all day.
Good night.
Have a good night, everyone.